Merlin, cooking and baking. Costa, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Variety challenge playthroughs. Want to do more playthroughs.
Once again, the food-obsessed person in me. I'm streaming and watching Bonsai Merlin. Bonsai Merlin is making what looks to be some sort of a tart.
Bonsai, by the way, that chocolate cake that you made, it might have been a tart, but it was definitely a cake at the very least. It looked absolutely amazing.
Good emote. Whose emote is that? Oh, Merlin. Oh, hell yeah. Good emote. I like it.
And we're going to do that, and we're also going to start the What? Hi.
Have a good time, Bonsai. Have a good time. Thanks for hanging out.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, second try. It actually turned out. Oh my goodness. You guys, so good. Hey, welcome to Bonsai's Kitchen. It's all about the balls. And because it's my show, whatever I say is a better idea, right? Sugar is my enemy? No, apparently reading comprehension is my enemy. I don't need to be one of those people that has like a redeemed for, oh, make me do squats. No, make me make a pie crust. Just a couple more minutes. I just want a little bit more color. Oh, God damn it! Forget it. All right, we're going back in. Oh my God, it smells so good. Ooh. Oh, that was probably not the smart way to do that. Kind of but it is way too hot for pants today, so we're doing the shorts. Dude. Oh. If I'd hired you, I'd fire. I don't know why I keep stirring it in the hopes of it getting back in one piece. Yeah, you know what? That is a disaster. Oh. Yes, these are the balls. We've got buns. We've got balls. We had buns that were the shape of balls. So, yes, all balls. I'm just gonna sit in the corner with a big bowl of balls, and I'll be perfectly happy because apparently I needed a bigger tray for my balls. This tray isn't big enough for my balls. Spitty balls and meat juice. Yeah, that's what you come here for. Quality content. I told you, please do not do that when I have a knife in my hand. How's my nut milk? Probably tastier than yours. Can you hear me now? I have a green light, and you guys could hear me before. Okay. Fuck. Oh, goody. Goody. Yes, yes. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I apologize for the complete inability for me to use my tech. It's been a learning curve. I've got some new buttons that I unfortunately wasn't here to learn how to use in person, so. Oh, I've got my stream closed captioner on. We're good. So, yes. Excellent. Noob sauce. Right? Yeah, so happy Tuesday. Yay! I'm finally feeling human again. So I was very excited to be like, I have all this food that I was going to cook on Sunday that I did not get a chance to that needs to be cooked now. So we're going to do that. Yeah, so big shout out to Big Daddy UK666. Thank you so much for stopping in. And Sparkles Queen, Elizabeth, Noob Sauce, Underground, love you so much. The best mod on the planet. Well, okay, second best mod on the planet because we all know I'm the first. Yeah, it's been a terrible day in the Twitch world. I'm sure if you saw my go live notice, and there will be I'm doing fantastic. I hope you're doing well, Big Daddy, because yeah, it's been a day. One of our favorite streamers, great streamer and amazing human, got hit with a Twitch ban, an indefinite Twitch ban that is completely unwarranted, and we are going to do everything. So I do. So modest. Come on, Elizabeth. You know, modesty is my least characteristic for sure. Simone, good to see you. Happy you're here, Smoney. Can I give you a little poke? Shout out, Smoney? Anyways, I promised I would just poke gently. Yeah, so I figured since okay, please, everybody go follow Simone, and we're going to prod them slowly into streaming so that they can join the family. They're here all the time, and we enjoy that. So even more fun if we could actually watch them, because we love.
I hope you have a fantastic day.
Bonk Shop, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. It's been a day, so glad you're here. Anyways, like I was saying, we go back. Oh, okay, that's cool. Underground. Meow. No eggs today. Yeah. So, anyways, a really good friend of ours got an unwarranted Twitch ban. So it's been a bit of a day. It's also been kind of a crazy Twitch week. Like, there's all sorts of functionalities that have been there, and I don't know what you're going to be seeing on stream, because now apparently some people have the new shout out thing, which will have a little tag at the top of the chat saying when someone gets shouted out, please go follow them. So if that happens, please go follow them, because they definitely deserve it. But yeah, so anyways, I have had a garbage few days with headaches and stuff, and I figured, I might as well pop up on a Tuesday, because it's going to be kind of an interesting week for me. I've got this, which I think is going to be kind of fun, and then Thursday I need to start baking a boatload of cakes, which is what my Thursday stream is going to be, because I have a giant custom order on Saturday that needs to be, finished for Saturday. Oh, yes, my stream elements worked. Perfect. Anyways, so yes, definitely check out my Twitter. I'm at Bonsai Merlin. Check out Undergrounds at URC Beats, and you'll see what we've all been talking about, because, yeah, it's a crazy situation. Oh, Sparkles, that's awful. And I'm so sorry to hear that, because, yeah. No, that's no fun at all. But, yeah, so tonight we are going to do what I was originally going to do on Sunday, before my headache decided to roar its ugly head again. And, yeah. So, basically, I was really hungry on Saturday because I hadn't been able to eat for 2 days. Kat, good to see you. Welcome in. So glad to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I feel like I haven't seen many of you forever, and I'm so glad to see you all. And if you checked out my channel trailer, thank you. And if you got to see the underground, well, that's garbage. Twitch has been doing so many updates in like the last 3 days. I swear to God, they're like trying to get it all done before TwitchCon San Diego, which is next weekend. So they've unloaded unlimited hype trains, like uncapped hype trains. A guy last night had a hype train where he got like 5,200 subs and like 33,000 bits. It's crazy. Aw, thank you. You know what? That 100%, thanks to Underground, that trailer was all him. He literally pieced all together all the fun stuff and made it a reality. And so, yeah, I'm very, very happy about it. I realized once again I talk about balls a lot, or I make balls a lot. Who knows? It's entirely possible. But yeah, so yeah, it's been really weird on Twitch. So if you're finding some of your functionality is not working, it's mostly because of a lot of stuff that they have started implementing in like the last few days, like uncapped raid train, discounts on gifted subs, shoutouts, weird shoutouts. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. You didn't even use half the balls, but thank you. Yeah, it's all fine. It's all fine. Anyways, so like I said, this was the stream I was actually going to do. Yes, cat. Yes. I implemented those because I'm hoping that when I have to use really noisy things like my food processor, my blender, my handy chopper, that I can still talk and you guys will be able to see what I'm saying, even if you can't actually hear what I'm saying, because I don't really want to blast your ears out. I know that's like super annoying. So I figured maybe I'd do that, and apparently it seems to work most of the time. Every once in a while, they take some left turns, which are pretty interesting, but not much you can do about that. Yeah, and I love that too. I'm just trying to figure out a way to make sure that they actually show up in the VOD, so that if someone wants to watch it later, they'll actually be able to read it as well. So, yeah. And it's kind of nice, because sometimes I don't want to listen to my own voice, so I'd just rather read myself, so I do that a lot on other people's streams. I'm like, I really don't feel like listening to you, so I'm just going to put you on closed caption and mute you. Totally get it. Totally understand. But yeah, so tonight's stream is going to be kind of an interesting hybrid. I've been wanting to do, making tombstone pieces or what? Yeah, no, we're making something better. So I hope you grab your snacks. And not Humpy Dumpies. Because tonight we are doing my version of a hybrid kind of thing called bunny chow. And that's not rabbit food. What it is, it's a South African street food snack that is, oh, thank you, Sparkles. I appreciate that. That's so nice. I'm like, oh, something good pretty. Yeah. And so it's a traditional South African street food snack. Basically what it is, it's carbs on carbs with curry. Who doesn't love carbs? Who doesn't love carbs on carbs? And who doesn't love carbs on carbs with curry? Not me. Anyways, so... Funk, I'm still working on that redemption we were talking about last night. Yeah, exactly, Kat. Exactly. Carbs on carbs, carbs and curry. And basically what it is, it's a hollowed out bread loaf, and it's full of a potato and chicken curry. It looked delicious. I've never actually had one because I've never been there in real life, but I've seen it on TV, and so, as seen on TV, I kind of need that as like a banner across. I'm going to do that. So, yeah, we're going to do that. We are going to do a little bit of a change. The traditional curry that goes in it is usually a chicken, potato, chickpea curry. Today I'm going to be doing something which is one of my favorites and isn't quite as well known. It's a chicken jalfrezi. We're also going to be doing something totally off-piece, going completely left field, and we're going to be doing an Italian beef. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get started on the bread, because yes, people, we are doing the bread from scratch, we're doing the Italian beef from scratch, and we're doing the curry from scratch. So if you guys are ready, I am totally ready, and I'm so glad that timer actually works, because I literally put that in like 5 seconds before I started. So yeah. If you guys are ready, we are going to start with the bread, and let's go. Okay, I finally got one button right today. I'm excited. All right, so I'm gonna grab my mixer because this is literally the fastest French bread you are ever gonna make in your life. Yeah. Oh, a lot of scratch. Am I scratching? Oh, you're making. I thought you were talking. That's okay. The person upstairs from me is literally like scratching things across. He's some Benadryl. All right, I get you. I'm a little slow today. I was in the office really early. It's been a day. We just found out that yet another one of our people is leaving, and we can't do anything to make him stop. So we're very sad. So this French bread literally takes an hour. I said scratch a lot. I get it. I get it. Thank you. I realize. Yeah. So let's plug this baby in. So we are going to get my water, which I have already heated up and let cool down a bit because it needs to be warm. It needs to be about between 90 and 100. Right now we're sitting at 108. Okay, so we're a little too warm still. And dump some out and add some cool water to that. And basically why we're doing this is we don't want to kill the yeast. If you put yeast in water that's too hot, it will die. And then you won't get the rise. So, thought I let it sit long enough before I started. Apparently we're going seat of the pants again today, so yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. You can pretty much go up to 110 degrees with it, but, you know, let's not play with fires here. So I'm going to measure out 500 grams of water on my handy dandy scale, and I'm going straight into my mixing bowl because everything's going to be done in here. Pretty close. 500 grams is pretty much 2 cups. Oh, 501. Okay, we're good enough. That's pretty close. And to that, where's my yeast? We are going to add my 2 tablespoons of instant yeast and 2 tablespoons of sugar. And we're just going to let that sit for a couple minutes, get all nice and frothy. And this is going to help proof the yeast. Now I'm using instant yeast for this. You want to make sure that you're using quick rise. This is a fast thing. Let's go easy on the yeasties. Okay, now I've got that playing through my mind. Yeah, so what we're doing is we're just getting this yeast activated. We want to make sure that it is feeling pretty good. So we're going to put 2 tablespoons of sugar in there with it. We're going to give it a bit of a whisk around. And we're going to let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes until it's nice and frothy. And that's going to really help make this a fast bread, just because you want to make it go quickly. I'm just going to grab a whisk here. Go with that. Give it a nice big stir. And let it sit. And that's perfect because that'll give us enough time to measure out our flour. And get that set. And we're going to do this with the dough hook on the music's a little loud. Oh, okay. I'm like, I can't hear the music, so that's excellent. Wait a minute. Did I start the music again? I didn't. That was me. Perfect. I was so nervous about my mic. So now I'm wondering if my music and my mic are actually going to work. Underground? How are we going? There we go. Okay. This is Tuesday Scuff stream. We're good. We're good. Anyways, we're going to let that come to a bit of a bubble, and we're going to measure out the flour. We need a 0 our scale here, and we need 1.4 kilos. Whoops. Try not to wear it. Try to use a scoop properly as opposed to on the back of your hand. Yeah, added a few new favorites to the music list today, so y'all are gonna be getting some of my like way back in the day favorites. Happy hardcore, all the happy hardcore. This is a lot of flour, but this would make 2 normal sized loaves of bread, so need to get that. Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Were you taking things apart or putting them back together? Now I'm desperately curious. This is going to work out to about 5.5 to 6 cups of flour, depending. Did not get a big enough bowl for this. I'm not trusting this measurement anymore. Both one after the other. Oh, nice. You know what? It said 5.5 to 6 cups of flour, and I know my measurements. I go with 128 grams per cup of flour. This is all-purpose flour, and I'm doing 6, and that is 768 grams, not 1.44 kilos. So I'm going to go with my math and not theirs. Because that just seems like a ridiculous amount of flour for that much liquid. There's just not enough liquid there. And this is why having a standardized set of measurements would be amazing, and why I tend to go with one thing over the other. Yeah, like this is a much more reasonable amount of flour coming up than the one I was about to put in. 769. That is pretty darn close. Like, oh, yeah, getting rid of wiring, probably not your best idea, but that would be fun. It's always like building things anytime. You know, you just want to get rid of shit. And then you want to add a teaspoon of salt, which makes way more sense in this amount of flour than it would have in... Yeah. Sometimes I love when recipes are written in one thing and then they just use an automatic calculator to... Things are gonna fall. An automatic calculator to do conversions, because they're so wrong. Like, so wrong. It's kind of amazing. I'm just going to slide that to the side, get this out of the way, and then we also need 3 tablespoons of veg oil. I'm using grapeseed. You can use whatever you like. Yeah. Oh, nice. Line of flour. Yeah. I don't know. I have mentioned it before. I'm not sure if you were around, but I used to go to school with a girl back in junior high that actually liked to enjoy
$5 a month!
Aw, thanks for the resub, Underground. I appreciate that. For your more than $5, because you're tier 3, so love you, thank you. Yeah, she used to snort Splenda at lunch, because she thought it made her look cool. So, yeah. There's that. There's that. Okay, so I'm sure if I can move this over here, you guys can see now that that's gotten really nice and frothy. That's exactly what we want. We're going to add our 3 tablespoons of veg oil. But I'm using grapeseed, but you can use whatever you want. Canola, vegetable, sunflower. Anything that doesn't have a really strong taste. I wouldn't go with olive just because it does have a flavor. And this is French bread, and you don't really want to get the French and the Italians mixed in together. They have a history. Surgeon Simulator. Oh my god, there was this incredible game that I used to have when I was a kid, when we first got a computer, and it was... I looked it up, because I was thinking about it, and now I can't remember what it's called. But you would literally, like, go to med school, and then you'd go and diagnose a patient, and then you'd do surgery, and then you'd kill them because you were a terrible surgeon. Elizabeth would actually know what I'm talking about, because we all sucked at it. Yeah, so... I'm going to add this all in. Yeah, oh god, we killed so many people. Cannot remember the name of the game now. It's gonna drive me insane. Oh. But yeah, it was impressive. And we're just going to slide this all in here because we're gonna start it really low. Let it combine, and then wish that I'd had the smarter idea to use my bigger mixer. Yeah. Right? Oh no, Underground, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so we're gonna start this guy on low, just to get it all combined. And then, yeah, no, it was terrible. Like, you get the scalpel and it'd be like, oh. And it's funny because the reason I remember it, and then I looked it up online, and then I actually watched someone do a playthrough on YouTube, and they were like so good at it, and I'm like, I never ever could figure that game out. It was terrible. Like, I would cut all of the arteries. Oh, pretzels? Yes, absolutely. I have definitely thought about it, and it is coming up for Oktoberfest. Yes, we are getting into the seasonal stuff soon, my friends. After I get this done, and then I get through my cakes that I have for this weekend, because I have a giant birthday order. Sunday we'll be doing Thanksgiving desserts and sides, and then next Thursday we're going to be doing some turkey alternatives, or basically if you don't have 18 people coming for dinner, what you could have for Thanksgiving and still enjoy. And yeah, and then after that we're going to be getting into Halloween, and we're going to be getting into Oktoberfest. And yeah, like, this is going to be the best time of year. You'll probably be seeing a fair bit more of me just because there's so much to do in so little time. Okay, so as you can see, this is starting to come together, so I'm going to turn it up a bit, and then we're going to go for about 2 more minutes. Just let it get really nice and work together, and you're going to... Sorry, I have to hold my mixer down as it starts to dance. But, yeah, so just want to give this a nice beat together. Oh, you hate Chrome. Oh, is your browser not working? Zach was having trouble with Chrome, so maybe try Firefox. So, you want to make sure that your dough is pulling away from the sides of the bowl and coming together really nicely, which this is doing. So, again, like I said, I don't know. Yeah, Oh, noob sauce, that sounds delicious. Yeah, no, pretzels are one of my favorites. I've done pretzel buns, I've done pretzels, and so, yeah, I'm very looking forward to doing a sausage and pretzel and spatzle, or spatzle, I don't know how to say it properly. Basically a whole German fest stream. We're going to do all of the good stuff. Okay, this is getting pretty close. I'm going to give it another... I just realized I'm looking at my clock and it says 17 seconds because I didn't reset my microwave, so that's not going to do. It's actually SPATZLE, I think. So. And you're going to see, like, it's going to start flipping itself across that. I'm happy with that. The great thing about this bread is it's actually fairly time specific. And as you take it off the hook here, you want it to not stick to your hands. Like, it's pliable, it slides off easily, it's not sticky, and you can definitely feel how warm it is. Like, it's literally giving off all of the rising vibes. So we're gonna take this out. Or maybe not. There we go. We're going to get the mixer out of the way because thank you, my friend. You have done your job tonight. And now we are going to cover this with a damp towel that is warm. So just run it under warm water. just that's going to add that additional moisture level. Not super wet. Don't want it dripping onto your dough. And we're going to be very, noob sauce. Exactly. We're supposed to, we're just going to do all that. So I'm just going to cover that. And we are going to let that sit for 15 minutes. And this is really important. You don't want to let it sit any longer than necessary because it is literally going to overproof if you're not careful. So we're going to move that off to the side and let that hang out. And while that's happening, we're going to start the first part of our next part, which is the fillings for our bunny chows. We are going to do a spatula. Oh, did I not put the spatula? I should have put the spatula emote back up. We are going to do an Italian beef sandwich, which is actually pretty... Okay, so we're going to do Italian beef. Sorry, I'm just getting my recipes out of the way, which is pretty awesome. We're going to do it in the Instant Pot tonight because ain't nobody got time for it to sit for 4 hours. So we are going to make sure that everything is set, and I'm doing it over here because I have to make sure that I don't use the same outlets, because if I use this outlet here and this outlet here together, I blow the breaker. So I need to be able to use that one and one of these. So we're gonna go with this one and this one, and we should be okay. The Instant Pot's amazing because pressure cookers are always good. Nightwalker, good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you. Our friend from Lithuania, I'm so happy to see you here, and thank you for starting that petition. Much appreciated. Make sure you check that out. I'm sure Underground has already posted the link to it at least once tonight. So yeah, if you can definitely get in on the petition fund, we would appreciate that. Help our friend out. That would be amazing. But Italian beef is basically beef and a few veg and some really good broth, and that's all there is to it. So we are going to start with a chuck roast and some gloves. I don't need to get meat juice all over me. Safety first, kids. You want to make sure you keep things as sanitary as possible. And it's hilarious. I did a cake last week, and the number of gloves we went through was enormous. So I really don't need to wear that on my wrist. And all we're going to do with this is I'm going to get my meat board. And I have different boards for different meat, just to make sure that I'm not cross-contaminating. Because the last thing I want to do is kill anybody. So I'm going to take this beautiful chuck roast that I have. A good knife. Right. And we're just going to slice it into pieces. Now, the reason you use this is just because it's got a little higher fat content. It's a little less forgiving. It's more of a stewing meat, so you definitely want to make sure that you give it enough time to cook out, which is why perfect for the pressure cooker. As you can see, it's got the really nice grains there. So in order to keep it tender as you're doing it, plus all this fat, come on, that's amazing. And that is going to melt into the sauce so beautifully. And all we're going to do is we're going to cut across the grain into chunks, and that's going to help make it more tender, as well as giving it the pressure cooking. Now, there are a number of ways that Italian beef sandwiches have been, written on the internet. There's various recipes for it, but I'm going for a classic. Very standard sort of want to be able to taste the meat. And we just want to get this into chunks. I'm going for about an inch or so. I gotta love this song so much. I'm trying not to dance. I was just thinking new sauce. I'm like, I freaking love this song. These are the Happy to Be Hardcore from way back in the day by Anabolic Frolic. And I'm really hoping I don't get muted because I freaking love this music. But I'm hoping I talk enough that it won't matter. Yeah, so this is what I jam out to on a regular basis. Don't get me wrong, I love all sorts of music. I love the disco, I love the house, but Happy Hardcore has my heart and always will. Now, I'm not going to be pre-caramelizing this. That's not a big thing. You don't want to get too much of a caramelization on it because it's supposed to be really soft and tender. Like, and look at all that fat. Like, that is beautiful, and that's really going to help make it melty and delicious and the perfect consistency to stuff in our little bunny chows. Now, it's funny because I first heard about bunny chows probably 15 years ago. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And it was funny. I used to work at a place where they knew exactly what kind of mood I was based on whether they could hear my music when I pulled up in the morning or not. If you could hear my car radio from inside the coffee room, you knew I was in a good mood because I was feeling it as I drove into work. So yeah, we're just going to get these into fairly regular sized chunks. We want them to be able to cook evenly, and we want them to be able to cook fairly quickly. It's going to go for about 45 minutes, which is why we're doing this now, because we need time to let that go. We don't want it, however, to like get mushy and shred. So we want it to be soft, but we don't want it to be like pulled pork type consistency, which is sort of what you're normally used to with an Italian. Yeah. Happy Hardcore is my first love. And Nightwalker, thank you for starting that petition because, yeah, it's been a rough day. It's been such a weird Twitch couple weeks. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen any of the other stuff online, but there's just been so much drama. Like, all the drama frogs are out. And it's kind of like, maybe we need to just go back to happiness, or maybe just it's all manufactured because TwitchCon's coming up, but it's been crazy. All right, so we've got our meat fairly evenly chunked here. I'm happy with that. Just going to slide my knife out of the way because I don't want to cross-contaminate. And take my gloves off, and I'm going to slide the meat out of the way. And we're going to get our pot together. So into the pot goes a bunch of garlic, so about 3 cloves of garlic. And you don't have to be super careful about the way. Thanks. Yeah, it's been crazy, Cat. It's been ridiculous, basically. Like it's like high school, but with people who actually have a voice on various social media platforms, so kind of crazy. The best thing about this is you don't really have to worry about cutting things any specific size, because it is going to be in the pressure cooker and it's not going to be too hard to get it into the sauce. You're going to use the broth that's left over as a dip. You're not really going to be eating the various pieces. Grab a knife here. Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. It's been kind of crazy on Twitch. So. But I've missed you guys. I hope you guys have all had a fairly good mid-September to late September. I'm off on Friday, so I'm kind of excited about that. Yeah, I've been busy with getting cakes done and stuff like that, so. Goodness. Oh my goodness. And then if you haven't checked out the database Discord, okay, they had an amazing IRL gig last night that they posted pictures of, which is awesome. So definitely go check that out. It's amazing. And I forgot to turn my Do Not Disturb on my phone, so we're going to go do that while we're getting our garlic ready here. These garlics are so huge. The skins just do not want to come off. I thought I had gotten a new set. I did not. Oh, my bot timers are so close together. Jeez, all of my bot timers. My apologies, everybody. We're gonna get garlic, we're gonna get onion, we're gonna get Italian seasoning, we're going to get paprika, garlic powder, onion powder. We're gonna get this garlic peeled eventually. There we go. We need to get this in before we start working on our bread more. And I'm just gonna roughly chop it. It doesn't need to be anything special because it's just gonna melt from being pressure cooked. Yes, Nightwalker, agreed. It's amazing. If you haven't downloaded it already, and I'm pretty sure everyone who's watching has already because I talk about it nonstop, go and check out the database album. The link's in the chat, among all of the other stream elements, things that I've added and clearly did not time well. It's incredible. And if you love Space Disco, you will definitely love that. Also going to get half an onion in here. And again, you just need to chop it roughly. You don't need to worry about being too fancy with it. Because at the end of the day, all we're going to use is the jus from it. It's a pretty average-sized onion, so I'm actually going to use the whole thing because I actually like onion. Give it a chop here. Pull the piece back that rolled away. Holy shit, these are hot. My eyes are burning. There we go. Slide those into the pool. And get the runaways. We're having a good time tonight. Woo! Yeah, slice that one nearly enough. There we go. Alright. And now we're going to get the garlic powder, the onion powder. Italian seasoning. You could use just please. Right? Oh my goodness. I still wake up with that pretty much every morning. I'm gonna go for about a tablespoon. Need some of that here. About a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. We're gonna go with about a half tablespoon of garlic and a half tablespoon of onion. I like my things really well seasoned. You can go less if you want. That's entirely up to you. If you're not a fan of any of those things, you can definitely adjust to your tastes. And you're going to put in some hot paprika. You can use regular, you can use smoked. I'm going to go with the hot stuff because I like a little spice in my life. Another spoon. This stuff is pretty fiery, so I'm just going to go with a teaspoon. And it says half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, but I'm a bit of a sadist, so I'm going to go with a whole bunch. Because I do love a little fire. There we go. Woo. And then, and that went totally up my nose. Probably should have been a little more careful. And then I'm going to add some. Oh. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Oh, you're lazy spin on Mark. You know what I may have? And I just don't know who it is and who did it, but yeah. I'm going to add some coarse sea salt here. You really want to season things well. And yeah, I've got about 5 seconds before I need to deal with my bread. So we're going to get the beef in there. I'm going to get that out of the way so I don't cross-contaminate. Because you guys are going to freak out when you see this bread. I just touched it and I'm like, oh God. And I'm going to do some black pepper.
I love cone. Cone.
Yes, it's definitely going to be spicy. I enjoy my food spicy. So we're going to do a little bit of that. And then we're going to add some broth here. They've got this new stuff. This Campbell's Rich and Thick Stock. So I'm going with the savory beef and onion because I happen to have beef and I happen to have onion in here. And let's see. Oh, it says squeeze 4 corners together and tear along perforated line. Bonsai sucks at tearing along perforated lines. So we're going to see how this goes. Oh, wait. It actually worked. Oh, check out that consistency. Oh, and it smells amazing. Oh. Oh, yeah. That. Okay, that was worthwhile getting. And I'm going to add about a half a box because we need 3 cups and this was 2. And then that way that'll clear out what didn't come out. And you want to make sure you have enough liquid when you're doing anything like this because Instant Pot, it will just shut down and be like, nope. Oh, you know what, Noob Sauce? He's working on... He used to have this thing called Lazy DJ, and if we all shame him into it, maybe he'll get his ass in gear and start working on getting it working again. Part of an Italian sandwich, now that I've deviated from that, part of an Italian sandwich, the big part is they have a topping that's called giardiniera, which is basically pickled vegetables. It's cauliflower, carrots, and celery. Truly Lazy DJ. Right. And I would show you how to make it. The problem is, and I would make it from scratch, the problem is you can't use it for like 3 weeks because it needs to sit because it's a pickle and it's one of those ones that it's not a quick pickle, it needs to sit. So we're cheating today and we are using store-bought, and with this we're actually going to use about a 1/4 cup of that broth just to add a little bit more tenderizer because it's a vinegar base. So we're going to put about a 1/4 cup of that broth in there from the giardiniera, and that's going to be the topping later on. But and then all we need to do is we need to give this a big stir. Spoon. This won't work. Just get that all mixed together there, and we're going to stuff this on the Instant Pot and let that go. So, I think you guys can actually see me over here. Yeah. So we've got this here. I'm going to put this in. Seal my lid on. I love that it plays me a song. And you want to make sure your vent is closed, the sealing, and then you're going to put pressure cook. You're going to put normal, pressure level high. I'm going to go for 45. And then you just let it go, and it'll do its thing. So, oh, thanks, Kat. I appreciate it. Ah, yeah. All right, so it has beeped saying it's on. We'll see if it beeps saying I hate you and I'm never doing your bidding ever again. That has happened before. Fingers crossed that's not what happens today. So now that we've got that out of the way, we are going to get back to our bread. Let's make my hands a bit of a wash here, just to make sure that I don't have any onion, garlic, and other fun stuff on it. that later, so I don't want to let that go too far. The Scotch Bear, good to see you. Welcome in. Happy, I was going to say Monday. It's not Monday. I was going to say happy Thursday. It's not Thursday. Let's try Tuesday. All right. So let's double check and see how we're doing here. Need to grab our bread dough here, and this check that out. Crazy. Like, this is the fastest bread, like, and that's exactly what you want. So we're going to punch it down. Oh, this is so satisfying. So satisfying. And I'm gonna grab my dough scraper. I'm also gonna grab my tray, because now we're gonna start forming it. Dodgy 5-ply. It's so squishy, it feels so good. So I'm just gonna scrape it down here. Get it all out. Once I turn it out, I'm just gonna turn it onto my parchment tray here. I'm gonna give it a couple more punches just to make sure we've got all that air out. Normally with this dough, you would be forming 2 loaves, because this makes 2 loaves of regular French bread. But today, because we're doing bunny chow, which are basically breads filled with good stuff, we're going to form it into smaller pieces. I'm just gonna give it a bit of a toss here. Look at that, like that is so smooth and beautiful and smells so good. Oh, there's nothing better than the smell of fresh bread. So what I'm going to do, actually, is scale again, because I want to cut it into 6 equal pieces. So, let's see here. Power helps. Yeah, no, noob sauce, they're amazing. Check Happy to be Hardcore 95 to 99. There's a couple different, if you search Happy to be Hardcore, they've gone through and like ripped so many of their old hardcore tracks and Happy Hardcore like tape packs from way back in the day. It's amazing. This is $13.29, so I'm gonna try and get it into 6 equal-ish pieces. Try and turn on the calculator. I'm gonna go with $13.30 because that's just easier. 6 equals, it's about $2.21. Here. That's 221, perfect. And we want to move fairly quickly with this because this is a second rise. And you don't want it to overproof while you're waiting. Finding that your dough is sticking to you, you can always flour your hands. At this point, I'm just more concerned about getting this done than worried about my hands being sticky.
No more sorries, no more pain, no more us for you to blame. Just our song that we let play again and again and again.
Bless you.
You handle so hot, but it's fragile. I don't know if you're gentle enough, if you're someone to trust.
Just realized my tray was sitting on top of my scale, so I have some awkwardly sized things here. I have to redo a couple of these. Yeah, when you're weighing things, you want to make sure nothing's touching your scale, because that's going to fuck you up. Yeah, that one's way too small. Yeah, it's 121, not 221. Let's try this again. You know what, Noob Sauce? Exactly. It's almost more fun listening to it yourself in your living room sometimes than there is actually being out. Less people. And I can flail. Switching. Not even. I think this guy's too small. Yeah, I'm happy with these. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to, yeah, these aren't kid balls. We're going to start the oven because by the time the oven comes to temperature, these things will be ready to go in. So 375. And then what we're going to do with these is we're going to take them and we're just going to roll them into fairly round shaped balls here. Want them kind of nice and smooth. Just like this. Just to make sure that they don't explode in the oven on us, we are going to cut a couple slits into the top. It's not going to make a big difference because we are going to be cutting off the top. But yeah, less people. Beef sauce, I'm not going to lie, the pandemic kind of appealed to my personal space side. Balls here. Once again, welcome to Bonsai Merlin's channel where it's all about the balls. Make sure that these have enough room to grow while we're waiting. I'm going to take about 10 minutes for my oven to come to temperature. Or so.
I hope you will have a fantastic day.
Okay, so I am happy with how those babies look. And as you can see, they're already starting to expand. You've got the really nice air bubbles here, which is why I'm going to slash them a bit. They're not exactly perfect because I wanted to get into them more. So I'm just going to give them a couple flashes. You could egg wash them if you want. I'm not going to. Because at the end of this, I'm actually going to melt some butter and brush them with butter. But this is just going to help when they expand. They are going to expand in the oven. And you want to go fairly quickly with your slashes too. Like, don't be shy. Slash away. So these are great. These are going to sit for a few minutes. We're going to let those go. Yeah, we're going to do a butter and you know, why not? Butter. Like, egg is fine. Butter is way better. So we're going to take these over to the stove. I'm going to actually let them sit while they're waiting here. I'm not going to put them over top of my burner, which lets all the air out, because that would be dumb. Let's see how we're doing this here. Yeah, we're getting nice and warm. And I've got my thermometer in there, so yeah, I'm just going to leave these. Don't need to cover them. And you can see, like, they're already starting to split because they're getting so much bigger, so. If they grow together while they're on the tray, it's not a big deal because we're just going to pull them apart anyways. So it's all about the balls, no trouble. Right? Pretty much the story of my stream. It's all about the balls. I'm just going to rinse my hands off here. We're still waiting for the pressure cooker to come to temperature, which is interesting, but it's not stopped and screamed at me, so that's always a good sign. It smells amazing. Like, I can smell the steam coming out of it already, and it's like, oh, yeah. Please put that in my face. All of that in my face. Now. Now, the second part, while we're by Tuesday. Yeah, no. So, I'm going to have a drink, and then I'm going to start in on the next part of our fillings, because like I said, we're doing 2 different fillings for these. The best part about these is you can actually have these ready. Yeah, the best part about these, as I was thinking about what I wanted to do, is I'm terrible. Like, I know I have to go to work. I know I have to take a lunch. And if I don't have something in the fridge, I don't take a lunch. So I either don't eat all day or I go and buy something stupid for, a ridiculous amount of money, because where I work, everything is like 10 times the price of anywhere else. So I was like, oh, what can I take that would actually taste good? And I would actually want to put in my lunchbox. So, again, carbs and meat. Not a shock. So we're doing the Italian beef, which, just smells so good. And then now we're going to do, like I said, the traditional filling for a bunny chow is a curry. But I'm not going to do the usual curry that comes with it. The usual curry is chickpeas and potatoes. And since I still need to be awake after lunch, we're going to do something different. We're going to do what's called chicken jalfrezi, which is a lighter, more veggie-forward curry. Still beautiful and still tasty and saucy and delicious. It's just not quite as heavy as one with chickpeas and potatoes would be, which would probably be better for making sure you can have your lunch and still get through the rest of your day. Unless you have one of those screensavers that makes it look like you're awake during a Zoom meeting. And if that's the case, hook me up, because I could totally use that. I could have totally used that like both meetings today. So. You know what? New sauce, it might be. It might be. I'll actually have to check with my dad, because I think he might be able to interpret what he's saying. My dad speaks Hindi, so I have a feeling it's either Hindi or Punjabi, so I'm kind of curious. All I know is that I'm lucky I've turned my sound down on my speaker so that it's not quite as shocking as when the first time Underground did it and I had a knife in my hand, so always a bonus on that point. So we are going to get started. Yeah. He just likes screaming and hacking watermelon is basically what it boils down to. And that's totally cool. I would scream and hack at watermelon too. But yeah, so we're going to go back to the stove because I need to check my oven temp. Because we really want to get these babies in. And getting close. My thermometer changed direction, so I can't actually read it properly. So I need to grab some tongs to try it and turn it around. Oh, it's just hanging by a thread here. Shit. Okay, you know what? Let's try doing this by hand. Is that gonna work? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm just very excited because I finally found these oven mitts again. I've been looking for them for days. Forgetting that I had, check my whispers. Yeah. I'd been looking for those oven mitts for days. I'm like, where could they have possibly gone? I forgot that I put them in the freezer as props to keep a tray stable. So yeah, I took them out the other day. I was like, good to know. Alrighty, so I'm gonna grab this bowl out of the way. And Instant Pot's starting to make good noises, so I think it's actually gonna do the on sound shortly. And check the freezer. They literally were in the freezer, my frozen gloves, basically. I put them in there when I made the chocolate perfection pie, put them up there to keep the tray, and I just forgot about them. So, yeah. That is making amazing noise. Oven should be just about ready to go. So, I think we're about to get ready on the chicken. I'm so easily distracted right now. It's like, like I said, it's chicken jalfrezi, which is a lighter Indian curry that's still super flavorful, and it's got an amazing sauce. So, I'm gonna be honest, Underground, I never use mod view. I understand, but I never mod in mod view. It's just easier to watch the chat and have fun when you're not in there. So, I get it, but that's okay. Anyways, we're gonna start with the sauce for the chicken jalfrezi, which is an onion, some garlic, some green chili, and I'm pretty excited because I have a bag of chili. Like, I have all of the chilies today. I have the jalapenos, I have the red fingers, I have the hot, like the smell coming out of this bag, and then I have these Thai red chilies. Like, it's amazing. So, and the other thing we need to do is we need to get our chicken ready because it needs to sit in a bit of a marinade. It's more of a flavoring than anything else. So I'm going to grab a bowl and we're going to get our chicken done. You can do this with chicken breast. Tonight I'm using chicken thigh just because it's got that little bit of extra fat to it, so it's going to be a little more juicy. But feel free to whatever. Oh, you picked all your peppers? Oh, when are we pickling peppers? We made Elizabeth made amazing pepper sauce last year. It was incredible. Get this shit out of here. I don't need. There we go. So, like I said, I've got chicken thighs. And we're just gonna cube these. Again, safety first, kids. Gloves. A new board. A new knife. Did you pick it back? I hope she got more hot peppers than she did eggplants, because the number of eggplants totaled 1. It was sad. We did not have the summer we were hoping for this year. Pepper sauces and hot sauce. It was more like a blend of different chili peppers and onions and a little bit of vinegar. It was delicious. Oh, thank you so much for coming by, Nightwalker. I really appreciate you, and I hope to see you again. Have a great night. Mwah. Yeah, and definitely, we will definitely promote that petition for sure. And thank you again for starting it. You're a legend, and we appreciate you. All right, let's get these ready to go here. These are actually pretty nice. Don't need a whole lot of cleanup, which I'm happy about. And we just want to get these into fairly uniform pieces. And we're just going to toss them for a bit with some coriander and some cumin and some turmeric. Eggplants, yes. We were so excited. We managed to find an eggplant plant early in the season, but the weather did not cooperate. We didn't have nearly the heat we did last year, and they did not grow. And then my dad started feeding them milk and Epsom salts, and all of a sudden they decided to bloom like right at the end of the season when there was absolutely no hope they were actually going to grow. So, yeah. Hopefully, now we've learned our lesson that if we baby them, we should be able to get some decent eggplants next year. She did get one amazing, like, perfect, teeny tiny little eggplant. It was so cute. Like, I would have been sad to actually do anything to it other than, take pictures of it and tell it it was adorable. So. It's all diced up here. And I'm not taking the fat off like I normally would. Like, A, because there's not a whole lot of it, but B, because I'm going to help use that to sear it off. So. These are beautiful. Edmonton fam, if you are here, go to Freshco in the West End. They have amazing meat. They have, like, it's honestly beautiful, and it's really reasonably priced too, which is something that's hard to come by these days. So, that guy Nick, good to see you. Welcome in. Shout out. Shout out to my favorite smoker. Hope you're having a great day so far. Just getting into the thick of getting my chicken ready for some spices. We've got some Italian beef on the way. How's that new controller going for you, Nick? Alright, so we've diced that up. Again, safety first, kids. Don't kill yourself, don't kill someone else. That's just, words to live by. And I'm going to move this out of the way. amazing roast beef from there. And that's where I actually got the beef for the Italian beef too. Ah, good to hear. Sorry, my digging into my channel. Okay, and to this, we're going to add some cumin, coriander, and turmeric just to give it a bit of a boost. I'm going to go with about a tablespoon of each because I don't like to measure this stuff. I'm also going to go with a little garam masala because I love it. And cumin and coriander go together all the time. If a recipe calls for cumin and doesn't call for coriander, then add it anyways because it should be there. And I'm going to go with about a half a tablespoon of garam masala. I'm going to go with some of my hot pepper flakes here. Because again, I'm going to spice everything up tonight. Why not? And then what did I do with the last thing? This turmeric. Oh, I keep the turmeric in a bag because it's literally... Oh, is that the petition link underground? And I keep turmeric in a plastic bag because it's such a mess. It tastes delicious, but it turns everything orange, yellow. So, got a little bit of turmeric in here. Not too much. Because it is an overpowering flavor. Like, it does have a fairly earthy flavor, so you want to be pretty careful. Move that out of the way. And then all I'm going to do is grab another... Thank you, Underground. People of the world, spice up your life! Totally sang read that. And all we're going to do is we're just going to give this a toss. The natural moisture of the chicken is actually going to make... It's basically a dry rub. If you wanted to, you could probably do this in yogurt marinade, but I think that would be kind of overpowering in the type of sauce we're trying to make here. You just want to give this a really good toss around, and you kind of don't want to talk while you're doing it because you're going to inhale half of what you're tossing it in. That is perfect. I'm happy with that. And now I need to go check on my buns because they are rising. And we are at the right temp. We are going in the oven. And we are going to let those go for about 15 minutes. Which is a little too hot there.
I hope you have a fantastic day.
We're going to let those go. And while that's happening and the chicken is off to the side, I am going to grab some butter and get that ready because we're going to need to brush those tops. Butter, 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 butter. You can pretty much do whatever you want in the butter you're putting on them. So I'm actually going to do just some melted butter, some Italian seasoning. That'll sort of go with both. You could do... Actually, I think I'm going to do two separate sets. I'm going to do butter with garam masala, and I'm going to do butter with Italian seasoning just to go with both of our curries. So we've got some that go with the Italian beef and some that go with the chicken jalfrezi. Oops. I love oily butter. There we go. So, let's grab a couple bowls here. Don't need a whole lot. Oh, thanks, Nick. So we're just grab some butter. Be generous, it's butter. Not gonna kill you. Just don't eat the whole block like this, you'll be fine. Or if you do, I'm not going to judge you because that is not my place. Just gonna grab that out of the way. And all I'm gonna do is I'm going to put some garam masala in this one. And some Italian seasoning in with this one. River So Wide, good to see you. Thank you. Aw, yes, I'm happy to see you. I'm sorry that this is your adjacent stream tonight. Yeah. I hope you're having a great week so far. Otherwise, though, love you. And make sure you're following Urusha Wide. She sent the coolest pictures the other day of this amazing food festival thing she was at in Vancouver. That food was insane. Aw, I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Okay, so we're just going to let that melt. That'll give it time there. And now we're going to start working on the veg for the chicken jalfrezi. And for that, we need an onion. What I love about the chicken jalfrezi, it's kind of like a clean out the fridge recipe. You can pretty much do a little bit of everything with it. Just gonna grab a prep bowl. Get this out of the way. Just going fairly rough chop because this is actually going to be blended up after, so you don't need to be super fancy about the slicing here. Oh, but Jesus, these are hot. Oh my god, my eyes are burning. So we're going to go with the onion. And the beauty of this sauce is you could actually make a bunch of this and then just freeze it and use it whenever you need it. And then you can just make the rest of the condiments. Oh my god, I can't see right now. Whoa! Okay, and then we need some garlic. So, just gonna grab this. While I can still see out of my right eye, I cannot currently see out of my left eye. These onions are hot! Holy shit. Whew. Okay, so back to this. Just gonna give them a bash. Because bashing them makes them easier to peel. Plus, if you have some frustration, it's always a good thing. If you need to smash some things, garlic is one of those things that's really great to smash. Yeah, Nick, right? Well, I couldn't see the other day from the headache, but now I just can't see because I've got onion in my eye. But yeah, no, I'm definitely feeling a million times better than I was the other day. It was weird. I haven't had a headache like that forever, and I'm not prone to migraines, so that was kind of weird and terrible. But we good. And now you're going to see all of me this week because I've got a bunch of stuff that I need to do, and I figured I'd share. Smash or pass. Smash. Right, exactly. Smash. Hulk smash. When I'm feeling my inner She-Hulk, I'll just grab the garlic. Yeah, no, because I'm going to be around it quite a bit this week just because I have a bunch of stuff to do and it's more fun to do it with company. So, see how beautifully that comes off after you smash it. Oh, nice. These garlic cloves are massive. Alright. And then I need some green chilies, and I'm going to put gloves on for these because I really don't want to end up touching my eyes because I usually end up doing that. I am going to do scary Halloween treats. Yes, Nick. It's funny. I was mentioning earlier that this week is kind of a weird one because I had this that I was going to do on Sunday, and then Thursday I have cakes to make. Yes, Funk, if Underground can hook a bonsai up, we can definitely make that happen. I will definitely smash things. We may end up ending stream because I probably break something, but it should be fun to see. But yeah, Nick, so I'm planning on doing, today is this, Thursday is cakes because I need to get a bunch ready. I have a 4-tier 9-inch cake and then 32 cupcakes that need to be ready for a birthday party on Saturday. I might do a pop-up stream on Friday because I probably will want company while I'm decorating said cakes. We're doing Disney Princess and it's going to be interesting. And yeah, it's an easy one. And then I'll be back on Sunday. I'm going to be doing Thanksgiving. I'm going to be doing Thanksgiving desserts and sides. And then next week, we're going to be starting into Thursday. I'm going to do a stream of other things that if you don't have 18 people coming for dinner and you want to still have a protein, like a turkey breast, might do a spatchcock brine turkey. We'll see how that goes. And then we're into the season. We're going to be doing Halloween. We're going to be doing scary. We're going to be doing fun. I'm super excited. Seasonal, these next 4 months, I could pretty much stream every day if I wanted to, just because there's so many things I want to make. In the freezer, yeah. And then Funk Shop, I'll forget about them. I'll be looking for them everywhere and I won't be able to find them, so probably not the best idea. And now I'm going to add my chilies. These are to taste. I'm going to add, because these are the really long, thin chilies, and they are super, super hot. Take their tops off there. And I'm just going to slide them like that. Doesn't need, like I said, we're going to puree this down afterwards, so I'm not too concerned. And now I'm going to get Indy out, because we are going to start with our frying. Oh, thanks, River. Oh, yeah, no, I'm thinking of doing a take on a butternut squash soup. I've got a couple different dressing ideas. One that's more of a cornbread base, one that's more of not. And then I'm planning on doing some Brussels. I've got some different potato ideas. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun. I'm excited about it. And yes, there will probably be corn involved in something. I'm gonna grab Indy here. Good old Indy. It's good to see our pressure cooker is still ticking away. We're gonna grab a smaller pot to do this.
Hope you have a
This is where all the dishes are coming in today. So let's grab this oil. We're just gonna put a little bit in there while we let it heat up. We're gonna do it about a medium heat. Elizabeth, your stuffing is amazing. I'm planning on doing that too. I just didn't, like I said, one cornbread based, one not cornbread based. To be fair, my mom makes the best stuffing on the planet, and I don't even think I can come close to making it as well as she does. But I'm gonna try. So yeah, we've got all kinds of good stuff coming up here. Just gonna turn the heat down on this. We don't want it. And my peppers. Grab a couple of spoons here because we're gonna be. Yeah, it's literally all the dishes right now. Yeah, it's a Sunday, and it's a fun day, and we got to get ready. Plus, we're gonna do. We're not gonna do pumpkin pie. We're gonna do something. We're also gonna do a couple other things that are very fall intentional, but different. Because not everybody loves. Can I get a hell yeah? I get that because I'm not a massive fan myself. Can I get a hell yeah? Good idea for how to make it tolerable for those of us that aren't fans. Let me get my onions, my garlic, and my peppers in here. I just want to fry these off. Sort of soften them up, really. Oh god, I love that sizzle. And we just want to get these browned. Oh, it smells so good right now. Ah, yes. Oh, here's what. I'm very excited. Well, I hope to see you on Sunday because, I've been thinking about it for a while. Like I've been mid-August. I've been thinking about seasonal because literally I want to do like scary Halloween. I want to do fun Halloween. I want to do all the good stuff, and then we've got American Thanksgiving, so even more. And then we've got Christmas, and literally, like, I cannot wait. So it's digging into me today. All right, so we're just gonna let that go, and just want to get a nice little brown on that. And that's the beauty of this induction burner is it heats up so quickly. It doesn't. Yeah. Okay, there will be corn. And the best part about Thanksgiving at this time of year, for us Canadians, is the fact that we still have all the beautiful produce in our farmers market. So I'm really looking forward to going to farmers market on Sunday and getting some really beautiful things that I can then turn into gorgeous sides. Like, I love the squashes at this time of year. I love the Brussels sprouts. The cauliflower is beautiful. And basically anything that you can add some beautiful seasonings, and of course bacon too. There will be bacon for sure. So how are we doing here? Got about 2 minutes left on my buns. We're getting a nice little bit of color on this. We give that about another 2 minutes. Check my butter. See how we're doing. Oh yeah, perfectly melted. Give that a bit of a stir just to make sure that those are all nicely incorporated. Whisk those up. Those will go so nicely on the bread. I'm so excited. All right. Oh, it smells like everything in here right now. It is so delicious. Okay. So, butters are ready to go on the breads once they are ready to be checked. And these are going well. The other reason you don't want to cut your garlic too thin is when you put them all together, if the garlic is too small, it could burn, and there's nothing worse than burnt garlic. It ruins everything, and then you have to start all over again. So, go get a little bit of the brown on the bottom. Okay, and you can see the onions are starting to soften as well here. So, exactly what we're looking for. Pretty close to, I'm just going to leave those there for a minute while we go check our bread. We've got about 15 seconds left, so we're going to go take a peek and see how much longer it needs. It needs. Giggle. Okay, so these babies are looking pretty fantastic. They're almost there. I'm going to give them another 2 or 3 minutes. Like, this is how they look right now, which is awesome because we want to be able to fill them. So I'm going to put these back in. I'm going to give them another 5 minutes just to get some cooking through. And, okay, so we are pretty good here. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to let that cool off for a few minutes because that's going to need to be blended up in the food processor. And that'll give us time to start our next pot. Oh, I know, I've taken a pot off. Now, I hope I've cleaned the bottom of this one properly. Yeah, warm bread and butter, right? There we go. Okay, I cleaned the bottom of this one off properly. All right, so now we need to add some oil to this one because we're going to fry off some spices in here just to let them bloom, temper them a bit. So again, we're going to do turmeric, or coriander and cumin. And we just want to get those nice and fragrant. Add some garam masala again because I can. Oh, the smell of this, you guys, is incredible. I'm gonna go with a little heat. And I love how I start measuring things out and then I'm just like, screw this, I'm just gonna throw it all in. And turmeric. Because everything smells so incredible right now, my neighbors are gonna hate me. Their houses are all literally gonna smell like this for the rest of the night. And I'm okay with it. Spoon anywhere. Turmeric is one of those things that are like, oh, I love that emote underground. It's hilarious. Turmeric's one of those things that if it lands on something that it's got a similar color to, you don't notice it's there until you drag something like your hand through it, and then your hand is orange for 2 days. Or, where's this? Stir these up in the oil. Just want to get a nice fry on that. Want to get it nice and fragrant. And then to that, we are going to add some passata. I don't want to burn these, so I'm going to remove that from the heat just so we don't get them too hot. And, oh, that mix is amazing. Just going to turn the heat down a bit, and then we're going to add some passata. And that's just tomato paste. You could add crushed tomatoes. And I'm just using this because it's the exact same thing. You could also use diced tomatoes in a can and just stir them down. This is why you wear an apron, because you're wearing it. And so is the wall. And is the camera wearing it? I hope not. Okay. So, I'm just going to put a little bit more here. We're going to let this cook down for a few minutes. Want to get that nice and simmered. I'm going to turn the heat down just a smidge more. And while we're letting that simmer away nicely, I'm going to use the whole jar because I like a saucy jalfrezi. I hope not. Yeah, I hope not too. I don't think it is. Can you see? Yeah, we're good. I'm just going to let this lip away for a few minutes here. It's literally everywhere else though, so. Alright. Oh, God, that smells so good. I'm going to turn that heat up just a smidge. I'm going to move that aside because we need to puree our tomatoes. And we also need to clean up some of the crime scene that I have made, because it looks like I killed someone in here. And I'm going to put a cover on this so we don't end up sharing with the camera and everything else. And where did I put my cover? Oh, I was smart. I took my cover out early. Save the tomatoes. There we go. So we're going to let that go. And we are going to go back to the stove, because I think we are ready to brush our babies with some butter. And I'm going to need that pan, so I'm going to grab that out of the way. This guy out of the way. This guy. Try not to grab things with, you know, out. Okay. Ooh! Yes! Okay. Check those out. Check those out. I am so happy with those. Okay. So like I said, for 3 of these, we're going to brush them with a little bit of butter and garam masala. And these are going to be the ones that our chicken jalfrezi go into.
Wow.
And, oh, thanks, Underground. Give them a little bit of a bath there. Be generous. It's butter. Okay, that might have been a little too generous. And then the other one we're putting on the Italian seasoning butter. And that's going to be for our Italian beef, which is pretty close to done here. So, again, a nice drench. And these are just going to go back in for a couple minutes just to get nice and crusty, delicious. Gotta dress them up. They look beautiful. Yeah, all the better. All the better. And we are going to pop those back in the oven. 2 more minutes and we are good to go. Like I said, you could do egg wash, but why would you? Butter tastes so much better. Like, honestly. All right, so we are back here. I'm just going to give this a stir. I'm going to turn the heat down a smidge. As you can see, my lid here is literally catching all of the potential disaster. And that is looking really, really good. I'm very happy with that. So, all I need to do is that in another couple minutes. We are going to, while we're doing that, we're going to grind up the onions and peppers that we made in the food processor. Yeah, that's good enough to put there. Need to clean up some of the tomato sauce here. Making a disaster. And I'm just going to put it in the handy chopper. Are we playing with fire? Like, I just realized that I've got this plugged in here and this plugged in there. And if I plug this in here, we might... Yeah, no egg wash. Why would you go with egg when you can go with butter? Honestly. I just realized, I was worried about blowing breakers and maybe didn't think this through 110%. Okay. So we're going to slide all this deliciousness into my handy chopper, which is literally the greatest thing on the planet. Makes every job easier without the mess of the entire food processor. It's funny, it's the exact same thing, it's just a miniature size, and for some reason it seems like so much less hassle. Okay. So... I'm literally one of those people that's going to get every last onion out of here. Okay. So, we've got that. Got about a minute left on our bread. Let's...
Thank you.
No plug-in?
Thanks.
I'm thinking we might have to do this over by the stove, because I know I have a plug-in over there that won't trip breakers. Because I've got literally just about 17 minutes left on the beef, and I don't want to stop it. So we're going to go over to the stove. We're going to do this here. Let's try not to put it on something hot, because I don't think this applies to anything, so... And it won't take very long anyways. Perfect. That's all we needed anyways, so that works. Did anything die? Y'all still here? We good? We all still exist? Alright. We good, okay. I'm like, oh, I hope you're all still here. If not, it was fun, and I'm talking to myself. We're going to stir this, and we're actually going to stir in this mixture, but I need to go take my bread out first, so let's do that before it burns, because that would be a tragedy and a travesty, or a travesty. And there we go. You can also turn off the oven because it's 8 billion degrees in here now. Look at those beauties. With that nice hollow sound. They're welcome through. They're still soft on the side, which is perfect. Yeah, I'm very happy with those. I need to actually grab something that I can touch them with, because I want to be able to do the butt test. Yeah, if it sounds like it's hollow, you're good. And it sounds hollow, it's good. So we're gonna let those cool on the rack for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna take them off the rack, off the pan, and put them on a rack. So just leave them there. Just wanna get them settled for a minute, and then we're gonna move them. And now we're coming back to our sauce here. We've got our onion, chili, and garlic mixture here that we're gonna mix in. into the tomatoes with the spices that were tempered. And I'll let that cook off for a few minutes. We want to make sure that those cook nicely. And the last thing we'll need to do is we'll need to fry off our chicken. The chicken doesn't spend a whole lot of time in the sauce itself. The sauce is sort of adjunct, and then you make the chicken. So we've got this beautiful, like, look at that color of that sauce, like those spices. It's like, wow. I'm so happy with that. It smells freaking incredible. You can tell it's gonna have a good hit of heat, and I'm okay with that. I am going to check the seasoning right now, though, just to make sure. Let me grab a spoon. I want to make sure how we're doing here. Oh, that is nice, but it does need some salt. So I'm just going to add some kosher salt to that. A bit of a stir. And I'm going to slide that off to the side again. That's going to flip away. Because we also need to prep the rest of our veg that go in once we make our chicken. And that's the red peppers. So that just needs a couple minutes to warm through and meld. It's delicious. Stuff out of the way here. All right. While that's going, I'm going to grab another board, and we're just going to cut up our peppers into slices. So I've got a red one, and I've got a yellow one. And I'm going to add a little bit more chili. Another knife. Another knife. Need another knife. Oh, I can use this one, I suppose. So we're going to take these and pour them out. Get rid of the seeds, and then we're just going to slice them because they're just going to go stir-fried in through. And make sure you don't abandon your pepper cap when you take it off. Just toss the seeds out, pull the core out, and you're fine. And oh, or if you're lucky, it'll fall right out like that. You don't have to worry. Things. And these are going to stay pretty crunchy, so you don't want them to be too thick. The easiest way to do it is just push down and then slice through. Oh, Trump! What? That word does not exist here underground, so there better be a good reference that I'm just missing. Because sometimes the clever bon mots make it past me. Now again, you don't have to use yellow pepper or red pepper. You could use all of one or all of the other. You could use... I don't like green pepper because I don't like the grassy taste in this because you're not cooking it down, so that's why I'm using ones that are sweeter. Oh. Am I? Oh, I thought you were talking about me slurring my words, and I'm like, how am I slurring my words? Yeah. I'm like, so Underground is probably watching something other than me. So if anybody else would like to be a mod... I'm kidding. Okay. Alright. And while these are good. Perfect. Get this out of the way. Probably didn't need to dirty up yet another cutting board, but it is what it is. Oh, you got a notification. Okay. So we've got our beautiful peppers here. We're going to set those off to the side. Get some of these things out of the way. And I forgot about my chilies, so we're going to bring the board right back. We're just going to bring the one that I've already cut chilies on. And you can use whatever kind of chilies you want. I'm going to use this beautiful red finger one because I've already got it. I'm going to use a couple of these more intense ones. It depends on the spice level you want. It's up to you. So we're going to go with this, and I'm going to grab some gloves. I don't know. Oh, now I know where all the tomato sauce went when it first started bubbling. All over my gloves. I'm going to give this a stir here. So I think it's about ready to come off. You guys have to see this. Amazing. Like, check out that color. And it's reduced down nicely. I'm so happy with that. So I am going to actually take that off the heat. I'm very happy. We're going to set it aside. We're going to cook our chicken and our peppers. Give my gloves a stir, my sauce a stir, right. My gloves are just, yeah. I really shouldn't be balancing shit like that, but I'm gonna. Okay. There we go. That was taking my life into my own hands right there. Everything could use a stir. Okay, so another set of gloves. Because we were working with the hot chilies here, we want to make sure that, I'm just going to turn that off for a second there. Because guaranteed I will end up touching my eyes. Just going to snap the tops off these. And then I'm just going to do thin slices. I'm not taking the seeds out because I really like the heat, but if you wanted to reduce the heat and still use the chilies, you would definitely just slice them down the middle and scrape out the seeds of the membranes, because that's where all the heat really is. And they'll be plenty hot enough without that. This looks like about a 8,000 on the Scoville scale, so it's entirely up to you. Alright, get those in here. And now I'm going to get rid of this board before it kills me or anybody else. We're going to move our bread onto a rack just so the bottoms don't sog out. So, grab a rack here. Probably not the smartest idea to do this with bare hands, but okay, then you can just slide it back. You just need to get that air circulation underneath, because otherwise the steam accumulation is going to cause them to go very soggy on the bottom, which is the last thing you want, because what did we always say? Noob sauce, it's a French bread recipe, so similar, but it doesn't have that crusty aspect to it, which is kind of what you want with a bunny chow. You definitely want a softer bread for it, just because you want it to be able to soak up the sauce. Like, the whole point of a bunny chow is it's almost like a stew. It's like eating a bread bowl of chili or anything like that. It's very similar to that. So it's going to have a little bit of a stew-like quality to it. So you want that bread to really be able to absorb that sauce and not be like, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the Kaisers just because I'm that person that always ends up getting the roof of my mouth like right behind my teeth with that really crusty part, and then it's like miserable. It hurts for 3 days afterwards. So yeah, so I'm doing something a little softer, a little easier on the palate, and something that's, you know, sort of a hybrid. So now we need to cook our chicken. about 4 minutes left on the beef, so we're going pretty well there. And we're just going to heat up the pan. We're going to get some oil in there, and this chicken's been sitting in the dry rub this entire time, so it will be very good to go. Like, check out that color, it's so good. Move this over. You guys a little bit closer. There we go. Just get that swirl. And I'm gonna grab another spoon. And we are going to cook this through, just because it's not going to spend a lot of time in the sauce at the beginning here, so that is not hot enough. So we're going to give that a minute. That's a test piece. Add a smidge of oil. There is a fair bit of fat on these, so I'm actually not going to add more oil. I thought about it, but I'm not going to. If you were using chicken breast, because there's like no fat, you would definitely need to use a little more oil just to get that sizzle going, but it is going to, it's starting to sizzle around the edges there. That's exactly what we want. So let's get these golden brown and delicious. Oh yeah. Oh, there's that sizzle. That's what we're looking for. Just gonna let that cook down. That'll take about 5 to 7 minutes in the size of pieces they are. Get the bowl out of the way. I touched the inside of the bowl, so I'm just gonna rinse my hands off here. Oh my god, it smells so good. It's pretty much going to be perfect timing because the beef has about 2 minutes left to go. So by the time this is cooked through and has had the veg added to it, and then is put back in the sauce, and our beef has had enough time to rest, we should be ready to assemble, which is what I'm always the most excited for. Just gonna let that sit for a second. Clear some space because we're gonna need to make some food. I'm very excited about that. I don't think there's anything better than that sound ever. And like with all chicken, you want to make sure it is cooked through. You could cook it a little bit less if you wanted to. Tat, good to see you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Oh, I'm like, I have a timer going for something. I got so confused, but it's my Instant Pot. So we're going to let that naturally release for about 10 minutes. And then we will be able to remove that gorgeous beef. That'll be perfect timing because this chicken will be just about ready. Let that sit there for a minute while I show you why I cannot be trusted at the Asian market. So I went to get things for the cakes I was making last week, and one of them was a mango cake, and I wasn't sure I was going to get enough mango. Let that beef naturally, pretty much like chocolate. And so I was looking at the flavorings just to see what there was, maybe something, you know, that might be worthwhile using, and I found these. Korma and biryani season, like, extract. Like, seriously, I've seen vanilla, I've seen almond, I've seen durian, I've seen ube. Like, I have never seen, like, savory extracts. So, of course, I bought them. I have zero idea why I bought them, because I'm going to open them up right now and see what they smell like. So this is the korma. I'm not doing shots on stream, by the way. And apparently I can't get it open either. Make a cake. Yeah, incredible. Shots. Oh my god, I can't even get it open. Where's my plastic hand? Okay. Well, this is why it was $1.99. It's because the lid won't come off, so you can't actually use it. Yeah, I've tried that underground, and the last time you did that, you left it so jagged that I cut myself the next time, but we'll see. Oh, is this ASA and E3 whole? Hang on. No. Oh my god. That is the weirdest. Because all you smell is, because there's, what's in here? Propylene glycol, essential oil, and yellow 5 and 6. So it smells basically like alcohol. Well, now I have to taste it. Like, that's the color of it. Yeah, it's vape juice, right? Shot, shot, shot. Oh, and that is very not supposed to be in your body flavor. Oh my god. Thank you, Sparkles, for the hydrate. Korma is a coconut-based curry. That is a sock-based curry. A dirty gym sock that's been sitting in. Thank you, I appreciate it, Sparkles. I appreciate. Yeah, it looks delicious. Yeah, that artificial korma masala flavor. No. I need to work on my chicken and not worry about killing myself. Give me a second here. So yeah, korma is a coconut-based curry. That has neither the cocoa or the nut. It just tastes like dirty gym sock. Or basically the inside of a hockey bag, I'm pretty sure. Like, if you've smelled a hockey bag, that's pretty much what that tastes like. Aw, I'm glad they're happening too. That makes me so happy. Oh, yeah, no, River so what? But the thing is I'm kind of curious if I put it in something, would it actually taste better? Check out the color on this chicken, though. Oh my god. So good. It's getting pretty close, so I'm going to add my peppers in. I'm just going to let those sort of wilt a bit. We don't want them to get soft. We still want that a little bit of crunch to them. This guy's too big. And I needed something else in my mouth. Anything in my mouth. Tikka masala funk. That's hilarious.
Wow.
Okay, this looks incredible. I am super happy with that. I'm gonna let that wilt for a couple more seconds. I'm gonna check my Instant Pot. I've got about another 4 minutes where we need to let that go. Okay. I'm not even going to try the biryani one because, you know what? I love you guys, but I like myself too. Oh, thanks. You can't clip anything? Oh, no. No, I'm not. No. Are you gifting subs, Underground? Because that's literally the only way that's going to happen.
I love corn.
Corn, yeah.
Oh.
I will eat just about anything but that. Try it. Yeah. Okay. So this looks stunning. I'm very happy with that. Fine. Fine. Somebody be ready with the please bonsai don't die redeem. Same problem. It still smells like oh, you remember when we were kids and we had those Mr. Smelly markers? I can't remember what they're called. Mr. Something markers, and they had all the smells. And so they were those, yeah, they were those ones. And the marker I hated the most was the blueberry one because it did not smell like blueberry. It smelled like Sharpie, which is fine. I don't mind the smell of a Sharpie, you know, a good Sharpie in the morning or whatever, but there was something about the blueberry marker that it had that hint of we're trying to make you taste like a real fruit and it's not working. And propylene glycol, yellow 5 and 6. Interesting that they've got the exact same ingredients, they're the exact same colors, and they've got 2 different names. Aw, thank you for coming by. I appreciate you, Sparkles. See you soon. Love you.
$5 a month.
Aw, thank you, Underground, for the gift of sub to Sparkles Queen Michelle. I love you, and now I need to drink this, don't I? Okay. It's the same yellowy weird color. I'm gonna do this. Oh, you can't see it there. Alright, we're gonna try it on the small cam here. So you can sort of see. It's that same bright, horrible yellow. Yes, thank you, URC. I appreciate that. And now we're gonna die in 4K.
Well, hello.
Ah!
And welcome to my home.
Lou Lorelei, thank you for showing up. Welcome in. So glad to have you here. Hi! Lula Lorelei, 97. So glad you're here. Where are you joining us from? A console freemium. I think that is not going to fly here. I appreciate that, though. We're going to try this really terrible extract, though. To be fair, that one doesn't taste quite as bad. It's got a little bit more... Yeah. Thanks, Underground. Believe me. It's that actually, to be fair, the biryani is not as bad. Except it's just as yellow, so I'm gonna end up staining myself if I don't wash my hands here. It's a little less astringent. It's probably more like drinking Lysol than drinking Mr. Clean or Pine Sol. You know what? I'm gonna go. Korma was Pine Sol. Biryani was definitely Lysol. I enjoyed the Lysol much more than the Pine Sol. And now that is never happening again. I am curious as to put it into a food or something because that might change everything. And I am going to grab my sauce that we made earlier because we're going to mix it all together now. So we can get this guy off, get that guy back on, and let's get it all combined. Oh, check out all those beautiful brown stuff on the bottom. Gorgeous. That out of the way. Very warm. We give it a nice stir. And it's really hot. I'm just going to turn the heat down on that. Check that out, you guys. Oh my god. The smell in here right now. Amazing. You're so confused about whether it's Lysol or Mr. Clean? Yeah. Okay, so that is Beautiful. I'm going to move that off to the side. Grab my splatter guard because we have like a major splatter issue right now. And just going to let that simmer through. Get some stuff out of the way here because it's just about time for the beef release. Thank you, Funk. 110%. We are going for it. So when you're using your Instant Pot, make sure that you have... I know, I'm going to be singing that the next time. When you've got an Instant Pot, make sure you've got some spare clearance for it because you don't want that going anywhere. So I'm actually going to turn it so the steam goes more into the kitchen here. And I'm going to cancel, and we are going to lift off. Speaking of lift off, did everybody see that dart slammed into the asteroid yesterday? So much fun. Oh my god, the smell in here right now. Oh. And that'll just take a few seconds, because it's been going on its own there for a bit, so won't take too long. Asteroid, yeah, an unmanned rocket slammed into an asteroid last night. It was super fun because it actually had a camera, so as it's coming closer and closer and closer, you were seeing more and more of the asteroid, and then when it slammed, it just went red. It's like, gone. Sorry. Just gonna grab a trivet to put this on. Because we gotta check out this beefy goodness when it comes out. And just be super careful when you're around steam, because it burns. And I've gotten my arm in the way more than once. Because I was not thinking. Okay, you can finish any time now. I don't want to close my Yeah, pretty much. Well, Underground was saying he figures give it 10 years and we should be asteroid mining, so I wouldn't be surprised. But this was basically the first mission of the Space Force, which was put together by the Orange Cheeto, with the logo stolen from another fantastic space-based show.
Well, hello.
Aw.
And
Cool
welcome
Cat,
to
thank
my
you for
home.
following. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Glad you could join us. Yeah, Bruce Willis is pretty much perfect at running into shit and fixing it. Fixing it fast. Like, Actory Towers. Like, yeah. Asteroids. Pretty good at everything. I'm just gonna give this a stir, because this thing is literally taking its sweet ass time to finally finish up here. Chicken jalfrezi smells amazing, and it is now time to release the beef. So, just gonna undo my lid here. And very careful with this, because I do not want to burn myself, because that lid is hot. Should put it somewhere I'm not going to burn myself. I'll be right back. I also don't want to melt anything while I'm doing that, so we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna grab my pot holders here, unplug that, and we're gonna grab this. And check this out. This is our Italian beef. I'm gonna grab a slotted spoon because we need to get this out into a bowl. And I'm gonna grab the bowl that I was using for veg earlier, because that'll work beautifully. Look at that. It's cooked so nicely. And we're gonna keep this braising liquid, because we want to make sure that we have some sauce to add to our Italian sandwiches. It's just perfect. I'm so happy with it. Oh, Funk Shop. He got an out of the blue, incredibly stupid ban indefinite ban for what Twitch is saying is fraud. So basically, they're punishing the content creator for the bad acts of community members. So we're hoping that he can get it appealed and resolved. Problem with Twitch is if you appeal too many times or too often, they consider it spam and they'll just ban you permanently. So we all love and respect PDS, know what an amazing creator he is, and what an even better friend he's been to me and Underground and to all of us. And it's just heartbreaking. So yeah, like he literally, and the reason I thought it, I was curious because I had seen a dip in my emotes, and I'm like, okay, like I'm all of a sudden missing, because I was going to use the Let's Get Weird emote for something, and I'm like, well, that's strange. I know I'm subscribed to him. So then I went through my subscriptions because I thought maybe it had expired and I needed to renew. Fine. And it showed up, and I'm like, okay, so I clicked on it. It said this channel is no longer available. So I went to all of my other online resources. Underground and I spend an inordinate amount of time doing a lot of research and background stuff on Twitch so that we can be as helpful as possible. And yeah, it took me, it's like, the channel is unavailable. I went to streamer followers and stuff like that, and he was gone from my lists. And yeah, exactly, Underground, that's exactly what we do. We're basically the nosiest people on the planet, so that we can help all of the other streamers we know get the most value out of Twitch that they can. So yeah, so we figured that out, and then Underground managed to get in touch with him and found out about this, and then he posted about it this morning. Yeah, it's heartbreaking because it's completely unwarranted and unnecessary, and it's clearly the fault of someone who was using inappropriate payment methods, whether it's a stolen credit card or something like that. And so yeah, he's indefinitely banned at this moment. And when I was on Twitter this morning, he had actually commented on someone else who had received the exact same thing happen to him. So, excuse me, it's not an isolated incident. And it's terrifying to think that, yeah, it's a lot Funk Shop right now. And yeah, exactly, Reversal Wide. It's absolutely heartbreaking because, like, literally, that whole Team Supreme is amazing. And it's just disgusting that someone would take advantage of it and ruin something for someone so completely like that. So we're hoping that Twitch will not be dicks and will realize that there's absolutely no way in hell that this could have possibly been anything but some jackass, and hopefully he'll get his channel back and his people back, because literally, like, once Twitch wipes you out, that's it. Like, you lose all your followers, all people you're following, all your subscriptions. It's Cool Cat Paul. My favorite hobby next to cooking and baking is probably what do I like to do? I play stupid games on my phone, and I like to watch really terrible reality television, and I'm kind of like obsessed with the kitchen, so pretty much those are my main hobbies. Oh, I do love music. I love music. I love happy hardcore, disco, house. That's pretty much. I'm kind of kitchen obsessed, so that's where it goes. Oh, and I love politics. If you want to get into it on Twitter with me, I'm happy to engage. So anyways, we've got our beautiful beef here. Like, check this out. Like, I am so happy with that. Look, it's falling apart. Perfect. But it's not like mush, which is exactly what we didn't want. I'm just going to grab a fork because I want to check that for seasoning. Also, I don't know if anyone in here around. Yes! Oh my god, guys, that's so good. Do not put a used fork in your food. I'm gonna turn this off because this is ready to go. and we are going to start building some bunny chows. But as I was about to say, in case Elcat is around, it's business time. I kind of liked that tagline when I read about. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Wigs for kids. That's fantastic. Yeah, I love watching people play video games because I'm terrible at them. Gridlock, good to see you. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a great night so far. You literally came in at the perfect time because we are about to put this stuff together. We are about to make our bunny chows. So, I will show you what we've got so far. Do the recap for the people who just stopped by. We have Italian beef that we did in the Instant Pot. Well, I appreciate that, Gridlock, so much, and I am happy to have you lurk. We have our chicken jalfrezi, which is this beautiful curry kind of stew pepper type things. And then I'm going to get the stars of the show because that's where we really need to go nuts. Bunny chows are, they're actually a traditional South African kind of street food snack. It's basically a bread bowl, much like you get when you go somewhere and they have chili in a bowl or like a broccoli cheddar soup in a bowl. It's basically a white bread with hollowed out, and then it's filled with a curry, Durban curry, which is traditionally chickpeas, potatoes, and chicken. So basically carbs with curry. Cool. I am a-okay with that. So yeah, that's basically, yeah. Judging by how my house smells right now, I'm gonna go, this, while not traditional, is probably gonna be pretty darn close. So I'm gonna go and check the stove here because we're going to determine which of these babies. So I've made my 1 hour French bread here. I've dusted half of them in Italian seasoning with butter, and I've done half in garam masala with butter, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the chicken jalfrezi curry, chickpeas and almonds, and we're gonna put the Italian beef in here to do more of a traditional kind of Italian beef sandwich situation. I like the looks of this guy, and I like the looks of this guy. How do we feel about these guys? Have I done wigs for kids? No, I have not. I've done a lot of other volunteering in my life. Like I've done a lot of animal charities, and I've done food bank. Are these good? Shall we go with these guys? I'm thinking yes. So I'm gonna bought it. My left or your left? This one? This guy? I just like the color of this guy, so I'm thinking I'm going with this guy. But I'm also thinking I might go with this guy. These quarters? We good? Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. Alright, I'm gonna grab a cutting board. And we are going to transport these babies. The reason I did it like this is because you want to be able to cut the tops off. Ah, thank you. Excellent. Consensus. So what you want to be able to do, check these out, you guys. Come on. Like, that is beautiful. What we're going to do is we're going to slice the tops off, and then we're going to empty them out, and then we're going to fill them with all of the good stuff. And I need a bread knife. I have literally used all but one of my knives. Nice bunch. Excellent. So I'm just going to turn this baby. This is the garam masala topped one. So we're going to slide through like this. Oh, check out the structure on that. That is so beautiful. All the way through. There we go. Like, check out that crumb on there. Beautiful, nice and light and airy, perfectly cooked through. And then I'm going to grab that last knife that I haven't used, because it will actually... Mama Warrior, good to see you. Welcome in. How are things down under? We love you very much. Actually, screw it. I'm just going to use my fingers. And all we're going to do is we're just going to pull the insides out. So we just want to make a bowl for all of our beautiful filling. I hope you and Wayata are doing wonderfully. And don't go too far. You want to leave a little bit around the sides because it's going to seep in, and you don't want to go too far down because you don't want it to slide at the bottom. But let's doing so well. Thank you. And just save this extra bread because it's delicious. You can also use it to sop up more on the side if you want. So this is the jalfrezi one. So I'm just going to grab a spoon and we are going to load this baby up. Now, if you were a cilantro person, you could definitely top it with some. I am not, so I will not. All we're going to do here, we're just going to slide that just like that. Ooh, that is burny fingers. That is perfect. And then you can just tap her off like that. You got your perfect little bunny chow. Oh, no, that's okay. Oh, thank you, Cool Cat. We appreciate you, and we'll hope to see you again soon. You never have to apologize. We love talking about really important things like that. So take care, and hope to see you soon. Now we've done that bunny chow, we are going to move on to our Italian beef one. So we're going to slice the baby right there. And do the same thing. We're going to take the middles out. This one we're going to do slightly differently. I'm going to not go quite as deep because the sauce for this, the broth that was... oh, thanks guys, I appreciate that. We're actually going to line this, sorry, as I get my big melon in the way as I go to my fridge. Part of the love of an Italian beef sandwich are the stuff. Part of the love of an Italian beef sandwich are the condiments. You have the beef, which is amazing, and then you have the jus that it cooked in, which is also incredible. But then you have provolone, which gives it sort of that funky sharpness, and then you've got the beautiful brightness of the pickles, which sort of helps elevate it and lift it, because it is fairly fatty. So we are going to line this baby with a slice of provolone. If I can get it out of the package. Remains to be seen. We're just going to tuck that right in there, just like that. And then we are going to put some of our jardiniere. And I will someday do the pickles on stream. But, like I said, if I make them today, I just can't. I can't. Yeah, no kidding, Cat. Oh, that could be a potential. This might have to happen. And all jardiniere is just pickled vegetables. So this one is carrots and cauliflower and some cornichons. So I'm just going to place some of it in there. And a little bit of... I think this one's turnip, actually. That. Pickle shots. Oh, I'll do pickle shots. That's totally fine. I love pickle juice. And then to that, you're going to add some of our beautiful beef. That we have had turn out so perfectly as we used the pressure cooker. You could do this on the stovetop, you could do this in the oven, it's just going to take you 5 hours, and I didn't figure you wanted to do it. Pickle shot. Yeah. So, I'm just going to give it a bit of a shred here. It doesn't need a whole lot. And I'm just going to top that. Just like this. Burning fingers again, but that's what they're made for. Fingers are made for burning. And last but not least, we are going to take a nice big ladle of that beautiful jus and put it right over the top. What would the veg alternate be for these? You could definitely do this with mushrooms. You obviously wouldn't need to pressure cook them. I would use a portobello or a portobellini. You could probably do this with a tofu. I would go with a medium tofu, not a firm tofu. A firm tofu just won't break down the same way, and it'll get rubbery. You could do it with a paneer if you want a little bit more texture and a little more bite to your thing. You could. There are meat alternatives. I know, like there's the Eve's veggies. So yeah. Oh God, yeah. No, East Coast. If any of you on the East Coast, I am feeling all of the feelings for you, and I'm hoping you're safe and you're okay, and that you're able to rebuild quickly. Because yeah, that's been absolutely just devastating to watch from here. So I can't imagine. Need a spoon that will actually spoon things. So I'm just going to take some of this beautiful jus that we had from the cooking liquid, and we're just going to pour that over. We just want to be careful because we don't want to like sog out the bread completely. And there we go. And that, with a little more pickle on top, because you can never have too much pickle. And if you want, you can add more cheese. I'm certainly not going to be the person that tells you not to put more cheese on things, because that is not how my life works. Oh, thanks, Kat. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit more pickle, because there's a whole lot of beef on there. We're just going to put a little bit more on the top. Got a nice big carrot. And I hope you will all indulge me in taking one picture of this before I cut into it. Not all the time, Funk Shop. Sometimes I don't see him for a couple days, and then it's like, I guess I have to eat it myself. So I'm going to grab a nicer plate than the one they're currently sitting on. And we are going to take a photo of these babies so I can like pretend I know how to social media, and then we're gonna cut them open because I know you guys are probably dying to see what they look like on the inside, because I know I am. Oh, I fucking love this song. Just clean up a bit here. Last time I took photos, there was like junk all over the counter, and I was like, I can't post those. The Taylor. Oh, yes. So here we have it, my friends. We have bunny chows. We have my 1 hour French bread that I made into buns. We have chicken jalfrezi. And we have Italian beef with giardiniera and a really beautiful jus with some little provolone hiding in the bottom there. And now we are going to take a picture of these because, yeah, I always forget to. And then I never have decent photos at the end of the day. So let's get an up close and personal of these so we can. Why can I never put my plate straight? I'm the worst. Okay, now that I've done that, now we can cut these babies in half, because I'm dying. I don't know about the rest of you, but I am dying. Yeah. Your napalm, thank you for coming by. Aw, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. So, these are absolutely stunning. Let's get a serrated knife to cut through them. So we're going to take a cross section, and we're just going to make a giant mess, because there's one thing Bonsai loves to do is try and shove way more in her face. So we're going to go with the jalfrezi first. I took pics, thank you, Tad. So look at how that looks. That cross section there, like, come on. The crumb on that bread is amazing. And that curry, and you can see, like, I left just enough at the bottom so it's not soaking too far down. And let's take a cross section of the other one here, my Italian beef. It's gonna be a little A little tougher just because it's got some pickle in there. So tender.
Great job.
Aw, thanks guys. I appreciate that. And there we go. The Italian beef stuffed one. Like, aw, thank you for coming by, River So Wide and for your napalm. I appreciate it. Love you guys, and I hope to see you guys soon. I know it's been a tough day for everybody, so like, check that out. And like I said, I left this as a little, whoops, because it's a little drippier. I left this a little thicker, but still beautiful. And now,
Can I get a hell yeah?
I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this in my face.
Hell yeah!
Here. Take a little slice off this one first. Oh, and that provolone's gotten all nice and melty. Excited about. Cheers, everybody. Sorry, it just took me a while to chew. That was a much bigger bite than I probably should have taken. That is bloody delicious. Eat the carrot. The pickle really helps cut through. Should have eaten the smaller carrot. Because it's rich. Like, that beef is rich. It's a fatty cut. But it's so perfectly cooked. It's not mushy, because sometimes when you pressure cook things, you hit that sweet spot where it's, you know, perfectly cooked, and then 2 minutes later it's overcooked. So this could not be any better. And then you've got that sort of funk from the provolone, and you've got that jus that it cooked in, which has the onions and the garlic and all those spices. Frickin' delicious. I'm super happy about it. Wash it down with some korma shots. It's a very good face. It's a very good face, for sure. Prime Dino! Good to see you. Welcome in. Shout out to Prime Dino. Hope you're having a great day so far. Or, well, it's almost over, but yeah. So that was amazing. And then, of course, the bread is really super, super soft. And, you know, it's got that just enough of the structure to it that it doesn't, like, go completely soggy on you. Because there's nothing worse than, like, your bread just going bleh when you put something wet on it. So yeah, no, that I'm very, very happy with. And let's get into this curry, because I am dying. With a slightly smaller bite on this one, just because that one took a while to chew. So we're just gonna go smaller bite on this one. Got the pepper curry with the chicken thighs. Holy shit, that is good. Wow. That's amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And you know what? With all that spice I put in there, it's actually not that hot. The tomato really sort of tempered it out, so it's beautiful. And then just letting it simmer, and that chicken thigh is super perfectly cooked. It's really nice and moist and juicy. It's perfect. Wow. You guys, this has been an epic fucking win. Like, I am, aw, thank you, Gridlock, I appreciate it. Epic win. Literally, like, the curry is just, like, it's got that beautiful flavor to it. And you could do it with chickpeas. If you didn't want to do it with the chicken, you could do it with chickpeas and potatoes, and maybe some peas would be nice there if you wanted some extra freshness. It's pretty much bang on perfect, and I could not be happier about it. Yeah, it's so tasty. Like, Elizabeth, I think you'll be happy with the curry, because it's really not that hot. Like, it really mellowed out. So yeah, Yay! So excited! Oh, and I just want to say thank you to everybody for stopping by for my first stream back after being so under the weather for a while here. I appreciate you. I know it's weird for me to be on a Tuesday night, and I know there's lots of other things you could be doing, so the fact that you choose to spend some time with me is super appreciated, and I love you guys so, so much. Cat and Tat and Funk and Nick and Gridlock and Noob Sauce and Shlizbeth and Prime Dino, thank you for stopping in. Mama Warrior, appreciate you so much. And of course, the second best mod on the planet, next to me, Underground Rescue Channel. He's the one who did my channel opener, my show opener, and my new channel trailer. So I am very grateful that he can take all of my greatest hits and string them together in video form for everybody. And I'm glad the mic was good too tonight, Funk. Yeah. Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, it has been so much fun because I've missed you guys. Like, I was seriously so upset on Sunday when I couldn't stream because I literally, like, I had everything ready and it just, my head was like, bleh. Aw, thanks. Thanks, Monk. I appreciate that. I'm really happy about it too. And yeah, next time if... Gridlock? Oh my god, thank you! To iDad, Cool Rich, Scotch Bear, Chemical Hardcore, and Chroma Punk, thank you so much. That is so, so kind of you, and I am incredibly grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much. And definitely, if you're in the chat, I know I saw Scotch Bear earlier, so I forgot to mention thank you for stopping by as well. But yeah, legend. Thank you. I am incredibly grateful. Thank you so much.
$5 a month.
Oh, and you Sanders, thank you. Thank you. That is so kind, and I am so, so grateful. So thank you so much. And I'm just glad that I could provide some entertainment and, you know, maybe teach a few things and shaped like a sauce. Noob Sauce. Oh, okay. I'm glad to hear that story. Noob Sauce. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Gridlock. I love doing this. It's what I love to do. I do it anyways. I just love having people I can talk to. So I am super, super happy that I am able to provide some joy in other people's lives and, you know, feed other people, because otherwise I'd just be eating this all by myself. So, yeah, no, I'm kind of speechless. Like, that was just, yeah, that blows me away. So thank you so much. I will be back here Thursday, same time, 8 o'clock Mountain. I will be doing the cakes to start off Cake-a-Palooza, because I have a lot to go, and like 32 cupcakes, and I think it's a 4-layer 9-inch or a 6-layer 9-inch, I can't remember, plus a whole boatload of Disney princess themed decoration to do. So this is going to be quite the process. If you haven't seen my project from last weekend, please check out my
$5 a month.
Gridlock, thank you. Thank you. I'm literally speechless right now. Like, thank you. And aw, Funk Shop, thanks. I'm a
$5 a month.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Sometimes you do this and you wonder if you're providing content that people actually want to see. So, and I know, you know, deep down in your heart you are, because you hear it, but yeah, so thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm humbled and I'm grateful, and yeah. So
$5 a month.
You guys are gonna make me cry. Stop it. No, I'm already crying, so we're good. We're good. I'm fine. I'm fine. DJ Psychosis, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Missed you. Haven't seen you for a bit, so I hope you're doing well. And thank you for the distraction before I started losing the waterworks. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. I can't even begin to say how grateful I am. Like, because I do this because I love it, and because I love you guys, and thank you for the bit. Oh my god. Cat, thank you. Thank you. I do it because I love it, and because I love you guys, and I have so much... Oh, Jesus Christ, you guys. Oh. Thank you. Oh, Oh, Jesus Christ. Level 3 hype train. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you put up with my corny jokes and my talks about balls and all of the caramel hell that I've, tried to rectify.
$5 a month.
Underground. Thank you, Karma Tears. That's pretty much what it feels like right now. And now that I've touched my eyes with chili on my hands, they're chili burning eyes. So yeah, it's all the tears right now. You guys are the best. I know a lot of people on Twitch say it, that they have great communities, but I know I do. Like, you guys show up.
$5 a month.
Supa, thank you so much. Shout out to Supa. Oh my god. And Tat, thank you for the gift sub to Jeff, who's a mod for the database. So please make sure you're following Supa. Please make sure you're following Jeff. Stop, you guys. Yeah, it's all the hot chili tears. And it's the tears of kind of the holy shit wow, like, yeah. I'm speechless. Like, you guys make my day all the time, and I'm just grateful that you spend time with me and allow me to do this, because it's honestly been the most fun I've ever had doing anything. And I've done a lot of random things here and there. One of those random things being, if you're on my Discord, please go check out, I think, Underground may have posted a picture, or did I post a picture? Someone did, of the cake I did for the custom order I did last week. Mama Warrior, thank you so much for the 400 bits. Oh. Thank you so much. You guys are, honestly, I couldn't ask for better people around all the time. Like, I think, like, when I'm not streaming, I think about how awesome you guys are. Underground will attest to the fact that I'm constantly talking about you guys, and how much fun I have being in front of the camera with you guys. And this is a level 4 hype train. You guys are insane. Thank you. Thank you, Tat. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope to keep doing this for you. Supa, thank you for the bits. Wow, 500 bits. Oh. Yeah. Oh. That's amazing. Oh, that's a Supa cheer. Oh, that's really cool. I've heard about it. That's really neat. Oh, you guys, thank you. I am truly humbled, and like I said, I'm just repeating myself because I literally have no words. I'm just blown away at your generosity and your kindness and how much I just love all of you and how much fun you guys have on my Discord. Like, some of the stuff you guys post there is amazing, and I just
$5 a month.
Underground, thank you for the gift sub to Noob Sauce. That's awesome. Your bits button is gone. Oh no! Oh, you know what? I think mine is too. Oh no, I can't cheer on myself. Oh, wait, because I'm looking at my chat bar, and I've got my little chat there, and I've got the emote thing, but I now have like a weird... Do you have a weird coin-shaped thing? Oh! Oh my god, okay, you know what? That's very strange. Huh. Okay. I thought I'd popped it out of that, but you guys, like, level 4 hydrate, thank you. Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, no, that's weird. Twitch has done so many weird things in, like, the last week and a half, like, I literally cannot keep up with them anymore. Like, they've uncapped the hype trains, they've changed the super cheers, but they haven't gotten rid of bits to everybody, and now they've done weird shoutouts, and but it's not available to everybody. Some things are available to everybody, some things aren't available to everybody. It's very strange. This is fine, yeah. Yeah. Pretty much, Super, pretty much. Level 47. There was a guy last night, I saw a screenshot on Twitter, who got, he has he's the second most watched streamer on Twitch, so let's put this in context here.
$5 a month!
Thank you. Thank you for the gift sub. Noob Sauce, thank you for the bits. Oh my god. You guys. Oh, this is insane. But yeah, he got like 5,000 subs and like 33,000 bits on his hype train. But again, he's the second highest streamer on Twitch and has like, I think he now has over 80,000 subs for the month. Just for the month. Insane. But yeah, so this uncapped hype train thing is incredible. You guys, level 5 hype train. DJ Scene got up to 12. Wow. That's crazy. Crazy. Oh my god. And I've seen a few, and we were sort of speculating how long you could let a hype train go, like if you kept hitting the levels, because you know how the timer sort of doesn't always reset properly, but I figured you would probably have about a 2-hour hype train if your community managed to time it right. So, insane. Oh, yeah, exactly, Funk, exactly. But, yeah, no, you guys, your kindness and your generosity, I thank you so much. That's amazing. And, yeah, it's so weird. I'm not quite sure what Twitch is trying to do, like whether they're trying to get all this stuff blown up before they have TwitchCon, because that's next weekend, which should be very interesting. Because they had originally had it with no health measures in place, and a whole bunch of people said they weren't going to go. So they instated health measures, and then a bunch of people said they weren't going to go. So now it's kind of like are they? Aren't they? Is it going to be good? Is it not going to be good? All I know is it's going to be in San Diego, so really, you can just go to San Diego to enjoy. DJ Psychosis, thank you so much for the bits. Oh my god, that's so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting, but Twitch has a habit of dropping stuff like this right before TwitchCon. So, and I'm not quite sure whether they're hoping that TwitchCon will just sort of let everything blow up, but between all of the drama of the last couple weeks, Underground, thank you for the gift sub. To Dr. Millsy, oh, that's awesome, Dr. Millsy. That's very cool. You guys are so sweet, and yeah. Oh, right. In a few days, really? Where, Funk Shop? Are you going to a gig, or are they just coming to your area? That's super cool. That's really awesome. That is the kind of thing I miss from like way back in the day, is like the traveling DJ, so you actually get to meet the people behind the music. But on the other hand, now you get to meet the people behind the music and you actually get to talk to them. Like back in the day, I would never have been able to talk to DJ Brisk. Now I get into his chat and, you know, can say hello and whatever, and he, you know, have a bit of a conversation. And same thing, like, you know, DJs that would never have made it to your end of the world, all of a sudden they're in your face. And same with everybody that's on Twitch. Like, that's the best part of it, is like, it doesn't matter where you are. If you happen to be awake, that's the coolest thing. As long as you're awake and watching, you can pretty much find anybody. And if you're on Twitch, okay, there's a couple people who won't be named, as you see, who are not exactly people you want to, you know, be trying to spend time with, because they don't give a shit. They just want to be there to be famous, and that's fine, Ninja. Yeah, exactly, Supa, exactly. And the other really cool thing about it is seeing all the people that have so much talent that may never have gotten the chance to actually show that to the world and be appreciated for it. Like, it's amazing. Like, a lot of the people, like, when I first started on Twitch, just as a viewer, I started as following my favorite DJs, DJ Brisk, DJ Kutsky. And then from there, I started following other DJs that were recommended. I started following people that I sort of knew from back in the day. And then from there, I discovered so many other people. And it's been so incredible to watch them have their communities grow, and all of a sudden they're getting, you know, releases and stuff like that. Like, it's amazing. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Funk, that's awesome. That's awesome. And yeah, it's really cool to see people who have so much talent that may have been stymied by the corporate grind get the recognition they deserve, because they're just so good at what they do, and in all aspects, like whether it be gaming or chatting or, you know, music, it's everything. And it's really gratifying to watch people, you know, get there. And it's also super cool to be able to get to know those people that you never thought you'd be able to, or people you didn't know existed. So yeah, exactly. Well, Funk Shop, I'm just gonna put my foot in your ass all the time, because that's just how I do. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for that hype train. I'm lost for words. I love you guys all so very much, and I appreciate you. And I thank you guys for coming and spending some of your time with me and letting me do what I love to do and entertain you. And yeah, we're gonna keep Mama Warrior. We're gonna keep pushing him. We're just gonna keep pushing him. Poke, 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 kick. That's what we're gonna do. Torturing hunger. Oh yeah, that too. I'm guilty, 110%, and I want to keep doing it. So, punk shop. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Anyways, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love and appreciate you all so, so much. And I'm so glad you were here to watch me unveil Bunny Chows, because not many people have heard of them, and they're delicious. And I'm very excited about them. Torturing. Massage really satisfying dough. Yeah. Yeah, I did have some good dough time tonight. That bread turned out beautifully. I'm pretty happy with that. And, welcome to Bonsai's Kitchen. We're all about the balls. Dad, that's pretty much what I'm doing to myself, so. Because believe me, I get off here and literally it's like, oh wait, this comes with me. So yeah. But, yeah, this has been super, super fun. And I will be back Thursday, same time, to start making the cakes. Oh my god. Yeah, I can imagine Funk Shop. I can imagine. You know what? You know what? For that hype train, do I have a glass? I have a glass. I'm gonna do a pickle shot. You guys earned it. No, you're not getting korma. You're not getting korma. I want to live. So, salute. That was actually fucking delicious, so. I will take that. Pickle shots any day. Anyways, I think we are going to... Yeah. I can't. I don't have a voice changer, so it doesn't sound really good. I just sound like a dying cat. No, I'm just not even a dying cat. That's like just a dying cartoon character. Yeah, may we all be the people our dogs think we are. Exactly. Exactly. You know, be kind to each other. You know, smile. Just enjoy things, because a lot of the time they don't last nearly long enough. And every once in a while you just need to, you know, let loose, have fun, you know, eat that 18th piece of cake, you know. Yes, actually, yes, eat that 18th piece of cake. All right, now let's see if I can actually work the keyboard and figure out if we have somewhere to go. No, apparently I don't know how to work the keyboard. Hang on. Leave it alone, Underground. I got it. A whole cake is one piece if you don't get it. Exactly. Just get a big enough fork. Yeah! Big enough fork, you're good.
Can I get a hell yeah? Oh, shit!
Great job.
And if you eat it standing up, there's no calories. That's how it goes, right? Oh, this is a fucking banger. Sorry, this is... Anime, imagine that. It's by Bang. Meow! Aw, thanks, guys. Thank you all so much for everything. I really do appreciate you sticking it through to see me.
I hope you
can actually
have a
figure out how to use
fantastic
a
day.
keyboard. Because we're going to try and find a raid target here. And who is on right now? Okay, who's on for you, Underground? Because mine seem to be interesting. We have BB Jess, but she's playing a video game, so... we have Circuit Witch. Ooh, let's go to Circuit Witch! Oh, I love her, and she's been sick, and it was her pig Poo-Poo's birthday yesterday. So I think we should raid over to Circuit Witch, because she is incredible. Amazing cosplay, gorgeous graphics. She's got a little VR self in the middle, and she's got a pig. And that pig is so freaking adorable. And she plays the coolest, most eclectic kinds of music. So I think we should definitely raid over there. So we are going to lock and load in with Circuit Wedge. And I'm going to start the raid now. So thank you so much, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the bits and the subs and the hype train. I am like super, super grateful. And I love you. I will be back Thursday to cake it. And then Sunday we're going to do Thanksgiving because it's that time of year. And I will see you again soon. Love you.